Hello everyone, come with me today as I take you on a tour outside the farm. So once again, welcome to Money Farm. So today, unlike the normal farm things, I just decided to go on a little bit of, should I call it an excursion? Yes, and a trip out of Uyo, where my farm is, to go get some fresh fishes and some other stuff at around the riverine area in Akwa Ibom State. So this fateful day was actually on a Sunday after service. So around the hours of 1 o'clock, I set out with my mom and a friend of mine. So we journeyed through to go and get some of the aquatic wildlife so that we could use it in our house for some certain purposes. So just like Akwa Ibom State is the home of so many aquatic and wildlife. So we are heading there. So right now I've left Uyo, that's the capital city of Akwa Ibom State, to Calabar-Itu. So the destination we are going to is actually the place called Itu Bridge. That's the boundary between Akwa Ibom State and Cross River, Calabar. So this is the road. You can see that's the Itu local government commission headquarters. Even you can see, even in the rural places, that the roads are okay, they are good, but the only things that I noticed, because this is like an excursion for me, it's been long I've gone to Calabar, so it's been almost over 10 years now I've not visited Calabar, so I don't really know how the roads are there. You could see there are a lot of heavy duty vehicle trucks. It was even making me scared while the driver was driving. I was really scared because I was thinking I was just telling God, Father Lord, protect us with all these big cars, with all these big trucks all over, and the car that I was entering, very small car, and it gets to some parts that the road is very bumpy, so all those kind of places. So well, it was a very fun experience for me, being that I had to experience the journey, I had to see some new places. I saw the Ibom power plant, that's the place that supplies light to the whole of the state. That's the Itu power station, still on this road. So while we stopped by some joint task force, which comprises of road safety, as you can see here, road safety, police and army. So as usual, we know the normal road safety rubbish that they normally do. So they stopped us and wanted us to give them something by force or by fire when all our papers were complete. So, but be it as it may, we passed after some back and forth. So you can see the road was quite a long journey, because there are a higher portion of the road which is still under construction, and due to the big hardcore of the road is making it very hard for us to drive, especially smaller cars like the one I'm inside. So you can see the nice vegetation around. You can see the palm trees, the tall palm trees, the swampy regions down there, the rivers. You can see Akwa Ibom is all around water. Is a water state. You can see waters all around. So this how it's like one of the tallest masses I've ever seen. So though some of those places I just had to so now this portion is still part of the road. We transited from that particular is like this, more like this, a very long distance road, because this road will be connecting, is still part of this how do they call it, Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. So this is still part of the federal government project that by God's grace they will complete it to ensure it's very smooth, or a smoother journey to the place. You can see even over there, you can see that there's still a bridge that's under construction, but they have to construct something like, should I call it like a preliminary. So it's just like a small way we use while they are constructing the bridge over there. You can see all these big tankers. I was really afraid trying to adjust all these tankers, all these CNGs tank. It's not easy. I don't see these kind of tanks often, and I don't drive close to them. So I had phobia for all these tanks, and some of them drive without little or no brake. They don't care if you're in fact you're the one touching them. They don't dodge you. They don't even want to respect you. So they just do as they like. So still on this road, I discovered there are a lot of checkpoints because it's a border. It's a road that leads with so many people traveling. So there are a lot of people that do stop and search. But throughout that journey, there was no big issue except for the road safety, that we had a little back and forth. Outside the road safety, the police were friendly, the army were super friendly. In fact, they even crack some jokes. Open your boot and check. Not really a big deal. It's only the road safety that were that had issues though. So you see the road. It was a long journey. It took us over 2 hours. What am I even saying 2 hours? It took us over 3 hours because we left around 1 o'clock and we are arriving the place around 3-4 o'clock. So it was actually a very long journey for us, and I'm just imagining driving for this long distance. How will I cope? It's not easy. So I wasn't bored, I wasn't tired, because it's been long. As I said, it's been like over 10 years I've not passed through this road. The last time I passed it I was quite young. So, and the roads were very super good. So it took us 1.5 hours from Uyo to Lagos, from Uyo to Calabar, and to and fro was just 3 hours. So, but he had a little. They now needed to do like an expansion of the road. That's why there's all these, should I call it, little problems. So the expansion of the road so that you could fit all these bigger tankers to pass is why is what is making it under construction or expansion. So you can see the high cables, electric cables, and these high telecommunication cables running up. This is what controls and takes power from the Itu transmission center, where our light is distributed in Akwa State, which supplies light to, should I call it, almost all the major local government in Akwa State, AK to Uyo, Itu, Kodekpene, and the rest. So That's the cable that carries the Ibom power plant that supplies electricity to dwellers of Akwa State. So you can see those cables stand very, very tall, and after so many minutes of driving and hours of driving, we finally arrived at the market. Remember, this was like an emergency, so we had to just go get some food stuff, plus get some stuff that my brother is going to use to travel. So that's my mom. So we came to price this fish, and some of these fish were there's the woman. So she called us first, and basically because our fish is first year, so it's easier for her and to sell. She actually priced it at a really gave us at a really good price of 6,000 naira for this one that is shipped in 5. Where can you get it for 6,000 for fishes that are big and large like this? So you can see in Akwa State that things concerning water are very cheap. These big fish and these ones are going for 3,000. The ones down there that are not that big. So that's how she sold it for us, and she now packed it and kept it for us. You can see. Then for the ones that are down, she sold it for us at the price of same 6,000, but that one is like a bigger kind of fish compared to this one. So you could see that it's not actually the same size. You can see that these ones are bigger. The other ones are, you can see as big as this fish is. That's just going for only 6,000 naira. All those fishes, all what we have bought, you can see that all of them going for just 6,000 naira. Where else in Nigeria can you get fish as cheap as that? And just note too, this day that we went to buy was a Sunday, not on their real market day. Imagine if it was on their real market, they would have been quite cheaper. So this kind of fish that these ones are kind of, I don't know the names of their fish. I just know all these fish are fish. For us, fish is fish. So these ones are basically bigger fish. So what they do is they cut them in part because they are very big, and group them in part and sell. So they don't really sell it a full fish because the full one is quite very costly. So what they sell it is still, that one is still the same 6,000. So they just cut it in smaller pieces because I think the fish is very, very big. So what they do is they have freshly smoked fish. With this thing, they have their restaurant here, they have a hotel here. I'll show you the look because I really went for an excursion here. As I said, I've not actually stepped out there, but I've passed here a couple of times. See this crayfish, lot of crayfish. These crayfish are sold at 1,000 naira a sachet, which is or a bag, which is quite a lot. You can see this day was not even like their full market day, because if it was, you know, from the crowd, you see a crowd. This one is just on a Sunday. It's just the normal people just coming out. So on a normal day, that is their market time, early in the morning, they will be full all around, looking for how just to sell. And the best time to buy is in the morning, in the early hours. You come early in the morning, around 5, 6, 7 o'clock. you buy it at the cheapest and at the lowest price. But even though we went at this evening, it was quite good. So that's the restaurant. This restaurant at the back, that's the restaurant, and at the back has an hotel, or should I call it a guest house? But they call it an hotel. It goes for a price of 3,000 a night. So in case while shopping for your fish and you're just tired, you could just lay your head down there. I didn't actually have the luxury of time to go inside the hotel to film the ambience, but you can see that it's very nature friendly. So after we bought all the fishes that we wish to buy and all the stuff that we are supposed to buy, we headed straight back because there was no wasting of time. Time was not even on our side. We were actually trying to just see how we can rush back to Uyo. Remember, we spent 3 hours driving from Uyo to this particular place, which is like the boundary between Akwa Ibom State and Cross River. That's Calabar. So now we are heading straight back. So we bought a lot of fish worth over 30-something thousand naira, which was a very lot, which we are going to give some to my brother and send some to my brother and keep some for our own consumption in the house. So that was not still all. We stopped to buy because see, there are people around just walking around selling fresh fish. What they do is they just stand on that road, buy your fresh fish, and they have a couple of fresh fish around. So what would complete this thing be if not buying some fish? So we stopped to buy. Before we even stopped to buy, they're already here with the fish coming to just give us fish and tell us about their cheapest price. They're already giving us a very convenient price. But the bad thing is, the moment these people see you with car, they'll just be hiking their price. Something that is cheaper, they'll just because you're with cow, he has money, or she has money, or these guys have money. So there's still a section of it that have some of them also sell roasted one there, but the roasted one is not that cheaper here. There's section in it, so you can see all those big fish. I think they call it in Akwa Ibom language Inaga. So that's like a bigger kind of catfish, the stronger one. The catfish that stays in the wild water is not called catfish, so it's called Inaga. So just let me know if you see the fish, right? You just tell me how it's called in your own language. How do they call this fish? It has a whiskers like a fish, like a cat, more like a catfish, but it's not. But it lives in the natural water. So these two fishes here, we bought it at the rate of 10,000 naira. I know this one is actually quite expensive. Yes, it's actually quite it's actually quite expensive. So we bought about 4 fishes for 10,000 naira. So it's quite expensive compared to if we have gotten it in some other riverine area, maybe Ibom or Turan or so. So that's about 4 fishes that's a day. That's one. The others one a day. We bought about the total of 4 fishes. 2 was bought here and 2 was bought in another place. Just, if you in Nigerian, as a correct Nigerian person, you don't have to buy from one place. You switch. After buying from one person, you go to another person, you buy. They already hike the price a lot. While we're still standing there, little passport started. So what am I here for if not discussion? At the video, the passport a little dragging, a little fighting, a little quarrel. No problem. It's people that have strength now that can fight. If you have not eaten well, why would you be fighting? So still while filming that, you can see over there, that's like a swampy area where you can actually afford to plant your rice, your stuff, a lot of anything, literally anything that you wish to plant, all those stuff really it's so good to see. After that was the time of payment. Brought out the ATM and put in the pin, put in my pin, paid. Sure, these people are actually very digitalized. You can see they offer people the use of ATM. You can use your ATM to pay. You don't need to find cash. You must not find cash. That's one benefit of people being literate, not illiterate. So it's either you use POS or you pay using transfer. But this is our own. We decided actually we joined because we needed some cash to use and get back home. Because the first place that we did our transfer, it had to delay us for over an hour, and that's the first place we bought the fridge. So we didn't even mind trying to do transfer again because of the bad network, and it's harder for them to leave you go because they don't know you. Then they just leave you go. So instead of that, we paid charges and we went our way. Still on this road, you see that this road, because of the heavy duty vehicles that are passing, there are a lot of doors making visibility harder. So I'm just imagine staying in this kind of area. You could just get sick because of all these doors. It could actually make you sick. So it's still part of the struggle. As I said, this road was very good, but due to its expansion, because it's now the plan is to make sure it's a dual carriage system and it's very big, a very big capacity that at least 2 tankers or trailers can drive at a particular lane comfortably, and they are making it a large or bigger 2 lanes where at least 2 to 3 tankers can drive at a time. So they will just enjoy the high speed. In the period of 4 years, I believe the road will be constructed completely. But outside that, shows that it's very nice. You can see this nice view of the forest. You can see forest area here with high trees all around, and the ground level just looking like with little or no things down. So still that day, it's been long I've seen mud house. Actually, I stay in the heart of Akwa State, which is Uyo. So seeing mud house, houses made of mud, houses made out of trees, bark of trees, using trees to make and even thinking about how about their security. So, but be that as it may though, I was intrigued by what I saw. Honestly, I must say. So this particular day, I just took it outside the farm. It's not every time about chicken, about pig, about rice and the rest of it. I just left the farm and went to communicate and interact with nature. Indeed, you could see that nature is very beautiful, nature is very fine, and Mother Earth was happy indeed. So just walking, driving slowly, just to make sure that I observe the nice view that I have here. Just see over there is a little bit, should I call it more like a stream? So you can see some of these places people just build near the stream, so you have unlimited water. Just go there, you have a bush, you have unlimited water. electricity, you stay near the river, you just want to fish water, just go to the stream, fish some cool water. It's such a cool experience, but I don't think it's what I would love to really take as a lifestyle. It's something that if I'm just to do it just a day or two, just stay there, spending a day or two, and that's all. There are a lot of thatch houses, smaller water bodies, just stay, and lot of thatch houses. I was happy though to see thatch houses. Thatch houses used as shops. Thatch houses used as houses to live. It's all nice. You can see, even with this place looking like a rural, which is very rural, I must say, because I didn't know that places like this still exist actually. So, but in all is trying. No matter how these houses look, you can still see some electricity lines moving towards their houses. That means if you wish, you can see all those things, electric cables. Though they don't use the normal this thing, they just use sticks. They use sticks to hold it. So now you can see the road which we are heading home. Still, this road is called the Calabar-Itu Highway. So the idea is to make the road bigger like this, or even not even bigger like this, bigger than this. This can actually accommodate two trailer comfortably. But the plan is to make sure that at least 2 to 3, so at least 3 trailers can drive comfortably. So this is how the road is supposed to be from Uyo Bridge to Calabar-Itu, that bridge, so that goods that are coming inside the state and goods that are leaving the state could just do it at ease. If the road is like this, in less than no time, we just drive, have fuel, drive and go and reach. So that is the journey. That's how I enjoyed my Sunday. Indeed, I had a big time, and this is like the tallest mast I've ever seen. That's like the tallest mast I've ever seen. As I said earlier, I used the route like using the Akwa, which leads to University of Uyo. It's like the Akwa. So that's how it leads straight to the same route I use coming is to the same route we are driving. All good. So this road is called the Akwa, the famous Akwa that's close to University of Uyo. So it leads this way to Akwa Road. You can see it's a straight road. This particular area is dominated by students. It's more like a student area. So students are all around. You can see that this side is like the town. You can see the presence of KK, lot of KK, no bikes are here. KK all around. See the rent buildings. You can now see this is the famous plaza, and we have passed the University of Uyo gate. So we are in less than no time. I don't know why when we are coming back, the journey look closer than before. I don't know if it was because of curiosity or something, but now we are heading back home. The journey is not long as it was. So that's just it. We are still at Plaza. You can see the high-rise building, and you could indeed know that we are in the heart of Uyo Plaza, where you see the AOU, that blue. You can see him. That's him over there. That has something like a trumpet that blew, and when he blew it, and that was Uyo. That's voice. So bringing up the name called Uyo. Uyo means voice. So the voice is here, and here is the voice. So we are the voice here in Uyo, and that's the voice. So Uyo means voice. In case you did not learn anything today, at least I've taught you something today. Uyo means voice. So the person that blew was called Eyo Uyo. So that's where the place we got the name Uyo. So it's around road, still very close to Plaza. So that's how our journey went. We are at still at around road, heading straight to Ibom, where I stay, shelter free estate, the famous shelter free estate. So I must say throughout this excursion and time I spent outside the farm, it was quite enjoyable, it was quite fun, it was quite nice that I had this experience, this excursion on a Sunday. At least a trip out of the farm was something memorable. At least such memory lasts and will continue to last. Look at the beautiful state of Akwa Ibom, the beautiful city of Akwa Ibom with functional street light, good roads, nice trees planted around to avoid pollution and gives us a fresh air to breathe. So this is the airport road that leads straight, that has the residential shelter freak and leads straight to the airport. So if you have been to you actually know this 4-lane that is called around road that leads straight to the airport. So right now we are actually almost at the house. That's why you can see you have entered the last lane. You can see that's the true fed gas, and we're already heading home. So there are so many entrances to shelter, so we are just using the side. There's more convenience and closer to the place where I stay. So that's the famous Ibom market. It sells Monday to Sunday, all week round, all days round in the week. So I had a very nice tour. All thanks to my parents, my mom, and that allowed me to follow her to the market, even though I did not carry a lot of stuff. So that's the ambience of everything. I had the fun. I had the enjoyment that at least I'll use the words that my father normally say: go to places and you will experience it. Indeed, I experienced it. So this is the stuff I packed. Thank you.